The most important Phillies in 2024 for them to win the division.
Do the thing.
And be good,
yes.
and be good.
Okay.
I think there's no doubt about it. Rojas is one.
Absolutely.
Like, cannot be. He can't be one.
He's the biggest question mark in the lineup heading in the season.
He can't be 150 hitter guy. Can't be just defense.
He can't be 220 hitter guy. And that's the line.
He can be 220.
That's the line.
He can be 220.
220
with like 5 homers.
Yeah. And they can't all be off pitchers.
Yeah.
The one ball that Yohan Ross has ever crushed.
No,
he hit 2 homers, but the other one, that one barely got out.
That was an opposite field home
barely
run.
got out. The one off the pitcher, he smoked that, and then it was hilarious.
I would have thrown the ball.
Imagine having to apologize after hitting your first major league home run.
Counted.
I know.
It
should not have counted. Yeah. He was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Bad. Off a hitter. I kept saying off a hitter.
No, I know. I said the other day on the air. I was like, "Yeah, Yohan Rojas has first home run off a pitcher." I was like,
I know. I did the same. I just did that.
I was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like,
You meant a hitter pitching. Right. A hitter pitching. Sorry. Yes. That was pretty obvious.
It was very obvious. I think 2 is Kirkering. I think everyone else
a good one.
pretty much has.
That's very good.
Because
he could be the closer.
Yeah.
Right? And Dave said that. That was interesting too, because they asked, "Do you have a closer?" And he's like, "That's not my decision." But he's like, "We don't." He's like, "It could be a bunch of guys." But he did throw Kirkering in there. He's like, "I can see Kirkering getting a few saves," like that kind of thing. So
I feel like by May he's gonna be the closer.
I think so too.
I think that he'll because I think they like having Alvarado work around. I think they like Sir Anthony to be able to jump around. I'm curious about, like, Hoffman was so good.
So good.
Can he do that again?
Dude, he's as big a question mark as anyone, in the sense that, I mean, how many times have we seen guys have a freaking awesome bullpen year and then just not be good the next year? It happens all the time. I mean, Sir Anthony wasn't even good this year. So, like, look, he was awesome last year, and I'm not going to doubt that he could be awesome again, but I certainly can't. I'm not sure of it. Yeah. I'm excited about him, but,
it's a little like, it reminds me a lot of Tyler Matzik.
Sure.
With the Braves. It was like ridiculous. He's like the best lefty reliever in postseason. Then he's barely pitched since.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really curious about Hoffman because he's just good. Like, that's
he was awesome. It's a game changer, totally. Especially because they need a right hand and arm that they can count on in that part of the baseball game.
Game 1, NLDS.
Not enough righties we can count on the bullpen. What we always thought would happen. Yes.
Hoffman in the 4th. Just Rob Thompson masterclass.
Yeah.
Masterclass.
Only at a masterclass in games 4 and 5 against the Diamondbacks.
Third most important Philly, I think, is actually Alec Bohm. Like, I don't know where we're at with Alec Bohm because, like,
will he ever hit for power? Ever?
Him having 20 home runs last year feels
like a fluke.
Shocking.
I know. Well, it's funny because remember, like, spring training, bulked up, start of the season, spring training, then the start of the season, hitting tank shots, and then he went 2 months home or whatever, without many,
But he ended the year last year as the cleanup hitter.
Mm-hmm.
He might be there on opening day again.
Look, so that's an interesting one because I think you have 3, assuming they
put Harper third.
Yeah, and have a lefty at the top of the line. It's not Turner, and he wants to right lefty thing. Then it comes down to 3 options. You're either doing JT, you're doing Cassie, or you're doing Bohm there.
Yeah.
And I think Bohm makes the most sense from the sense that he puts the bat on the ball the most.
Mm-hmm.
I think Castellanos is not the clear. I think it's either JT or Bohm in the sense that you need someone there who's going to put the bat on the ball a little more consistently. But I think by the end of the season last year, JT was the guy I counted on. I trusted the most of those 3 by the end of the season. So I think it'll be one of those 2.
Who could forget Bohm's home run in Game 7?
Well, especially after, yeah.
Who could forget?
I did until you said that.
I know.
Totally forgot it.
So yeah, just like and defense is good at third base last year. Maybe focus so much on that. I'm curious.
He was great defensively.
He's close. I mean, it's close to extension time for him. Like, do they want to extend Alec Bohm? And it's a legitimate question. It's not a no-brainer. I like Alec Bohm a lot. We'll see what they do.
What does he have? 2 more years of ARB left? 3 more years? I think it's 2 or 3.
20, right?
So he's got 3 more years of ARB left.
Yeah. So it's
getting there.
It's getting there. So that's gonna be an interesting one. I think he's really important. 4 is Nola. Like, we know what Wheeler is gonna be. Were the adjustments in the postseason real, or were they not? And I feel good about Nola heading into the year because I think contract stuff settled. He's here for life. He can just calm down and go out and do his thing. And maybe the adjustments are real. Maybe that he buys into because he's never been a huge analytic guy. Maybe this has him buying in more.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. So Nola gets the contract. Can he live up to that? And he's huge because you have Wheeler, but the only way they're winning 90+ games.
I agree.
They have a legit 2, and they need Nola to be a 2.
No doubt. And I'm very bullish on Aaron Nola's season. We'll make our season prediction all that coming up. But I would expect a bold prediction from me on Nola. I'm really, really, really bullish on Aaron Nola this year. Yeah.
What a tease.
That's a tease.
And the last one is Turner.
Your boy. Your guy.
Are we gonna get an MVP type year from Turner?
Can we get a full season?
Can we get it? Can we get a top 10 MVP? Vote for.
I mean,
for
we
Turner
should. We should. Like again, with the contract, we should. That is the type of player he should be, considering what he got paid, especially now in these early years of the contract.
Correct.
When you really need to make hay.
And it's so funny because, like, Bohm has turned into a guy I trust more defensively than Turner.
It's unbelievable.
Can he bounce back defensively? Because that's the really only hole defensively they have right now. Even Castellanos.
Who'd have thunk it?
2 straight years without an error, man.
Their only hole defensively is Trey Turner?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So he had, 26 errors last year?
It's unbelievable.
Like
and look, Dombrowski did make it a point when they were talking about the Ross thing and Schwarber and all that. Like, they care about defense.
They
now.
do.
Like, they really that has been a big organizational change. The whole defense doesn't matter.
More homers.
It does. Yeah. Who'd have thunk it?
Quite disappointing by Dave Dombrowski.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in both baseball and football. Defense matters. Turns out. Yeah.
So I think
Turner's
a big one. Like, are we gonna get an MVP year from Turner, or is it gonna be 275, 280? It won't be as bad as it was to begin until August 4th of last year. But can we get? Is it going to be a 275, 280 year with 20 some home runs,
or is it 300 with 25?
315 to 330 with 25 plus.
315 to 330 would be nice. I mean, I'll take 300. I'll be good.
Does Stott bat 300 this year?
No, but I bet he bats. I'm going to say 294.
Cooking.
294. I'm saying it's close.
If he didn't essentially not feel like he didn't get a hit for September.
That was what it was. I mean, he was batting 306 or something when September started.
I can't wait for 30.
Stotty. He would be very high on my list of players I'm most excited to watch this year. I agree with you.
I got to be honest, buddy. I'm excited to see them all.
I know. I know.
You're asking the wrong guy. You're asking the wrong.
Just Bryce at first for the year. Just a full season of Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Like starting the year at first. That's gonna be exciting.
It is funny how Reese was so bad at playing first base, and Bryce.
In like that. Again, his first game, he was better than Reese ever was. Immediately, unbelievable.
So that's my top 5.
That's great stuff. I love it.
Thank you. A couple other things. Jimmy Williams passed away, which is
it's a shame.
Big 08 Phillies guy.
Yep.
Great bench coach.
Just a baseball man.
Baseball guy.
Jimmy Williams.
Baseball guy. So that was a shame.
Plus the rare JIMY.
I know.
Rarely see it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. The City Connect jerseys look horrible,
dude, what a disaster! Like, they look like Union jerseys.
Why do we do?
What are we doing here? What were we doing? So inside baseball or inside baseball guys text thread, our thread with Elliot. Elliot sent us those when they leaked, and Jack and I were both like, "This is horrible." And Elliot, of course, was like, "I like them."
Of course, they're great.
They're horrible.
They're elite.
Like, they are trash. Like, they are about as bad.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
Who is the City Connect for?
It's a union. It's like a union. It looks like a union shirt. Like, what are we doing here?
Am I just
No one cares. Sorry.
Sorry, who are you apologizing?
I'm sure someone listening.
Oh, the union.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No one cares.
Team.
Yes.
They don't, but they look like the one union jersey.
Yeah, they look like the
Union
one.
main jersey.
Yeah, the union main jersey is cool.
The main kit they wear
is cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's
It's a bad City Connect.